So, I'm going to be honest, I thought I'd be making this video about Galakrond Shaman. I had hyped that deck above my head so much, and that deck just fell flat. I think if you curve out well with that deck, it's good. But this video is not about Galakrond Shaman. As salty as I am that I did not get to play that deck more, it's about Crab and Enrage Warrior. So the shell is exactly the same. In fact, the only cards we really cut here are the finishers like Grom and Gryphon Elite and as well as a Blood Boil Brew, which I'm not sure is right, and a Skyrider, which I am sure is right, for Crabrider and Charge. So Charge is the reason this deck works now. Charge used to be 1 mana. I believe it still gave the friendly minion +2 attack, but they couldn't attack heroes this turn. That was a nerf from a few years ago, and that changed. They un-nerfed it to the 3 mana, give a friendly minion +2 attack and charge. So you play this game like normal, you tempo out well, you tutor out your weapon with Corsair Cache, you can have Ancharrr and Reaper Scythe. I've seen other lists cut this Reaper Scythe for Blood Boil Brute. You draw a bunch of cards with Battle Rage in combination with Risky Skipper. You have Cutting Class for more draw and Sword Eater as a weapon. And the idea is that you get up to a Crabrider, you Enrage it, you Shield of Honor it, and then you give it Charge and +2 attack, and that gives it a total of 8 attack plus Wind Fury, and then you copy it with the Bloodsworn Mercenary and are able to deal 32 in 1 turn. You don't need the whole combo to win. It costs 9 mana, and instead of maybe getting your opponent down to 18 and doing it with a Gryphon or Grom, this just kills them outright. Aside from that, you have the survivability tools again, Armorsmith and Risky Skipper. And you can also just tempo out really well with like Warsong Commander, Sword Eater, Blood Boil Brute, copy those and just push damage that way too. It's an incredibly flexible deck. Like I said, I was 14-4 with the list. It's a really nice way to send off probably my favorite deck since Scholomance because it will not be recognizable when Forged in the Barrens comes out. I do want to just say that this is a bit of a late in the Franken meta video, so I am sorry, but I really had enjoyed the 2 games that you'll see in this video. And yeah, I just want to get something out. So guys, leave a like and subscribe. We'll be back tomorrow, which should be the first day of Forged in the Barrens, with some kind of first day jank. And I'm excited. Take it easy. Okay, so I will admit that these first games from about a weekend ago, so I do not quite remember them, so we're going to walk through them together. So, can't do anything in the first turn. I am thinking about tempoing out Armorsmith, which is why I kept it. We usually beat Hunters because we run them out of resources, not necessarily do the combo. However, they're not doing a lot. A 1-1 isn't much to worry about. If it was a 1-3 or Whirlpool-Tingers, I would probably tempo out the Armorsmith, but I can armor up here and be good. So next turn is probably just play the Ancharrr. Them drawing the Beast is a little scary, but they can't play it this turn. So we will develop the Ancharrr and hopefully get a Risky Skipper. And we don't need to trade into a 1 when we can push damage with face, so we can hopefully get our combo online in some sort of way and just push that damage. We are playing the Lord. I will say, my rank, this is from a few days ago, my rank has actually increased quite a bit. It's at about top 3k right now, so I'm pretty happy with that. There's the Crabrider, which is awesome. We just need some activators for this, and we're hoping to draw a Risky Skipper off this. We will tempo out a Sword Eater. Unfortunately, we draw the Skyrider. There's a game that I played recently that Skyrider showed me that's a good card, so I can't talk that much crap about it, though it does feel bad when you're hoping for the Skipper and you see the little 1-2 pop up instead of the big old 1-3. So they're going to play a secret. That could be anything. They're not going to play Petting Zoo this turn, which is nice. It's really, I think right now a Petting Zoo would be really difficult to deal with. This just tells me it's some sort of Highlander deck with the Flare. The Flare seems like such a weird play. We can test for freezing here with the Warmaul, but we're not going to. But we do get a green skin, which is going to be awesome. Unfortunately, you do get hit by the freezing trap. It's not that bad. Warmaul Challenger is not how we're going to win this game. And I'm just going to continue to push damage here. Hit them in the face for 5 seems good. It's very awkward for them to deal with a 2-5, especially with this board right now. And there's a buffed Crabrider. Stage Dive is in this deck because it does buff Crabrider. You need less of the combo pieces. But I mean, you can still do the same combo for 9. Next turn, we're just going to play out Greenskin. It's just a good play. And I'm trying to think of how we're going to get to the combo, if we can do it right now. If we get a risky skipper, we will be able to, which would be awesome. But we have no attack buff, so really you're just pushing 4 that way, and that's less good, especially without charge. There's a Bone Wraith. Bone Wraiths are a bit awkward to deal with, but them tanking 2 to trade into it seemed good for me, especially if they're not going to value trade with their other minions. I can play the buffed Crabrider I have now also to take care of the 2-5. And I can do it a few ways too. I don't need to just trade the Crabrider in twice. I can buff it with Shield of Honor, which looks like the play, and then we can copy it too. You don't need to save your combo piece with this deck. You can use them as a tempo play to just push damage, and just get stats on the board. Like right now, that turn for 6 mana, we made basically 2/12 attack minions that are behind a taunt and have Divine Shield, which is really hard for Hunter to deal with, as you see right there. So we did beat the Lord, and I tweeted that out because that was a cool game. This is a worse matchup. Paladin is pretty difficult to beat because they do heal a lot, and they put a lot of big taunts in the way. And now I played the Lord last time. I'm playing the President now. That whole hand we send back, there's no real way to activate anything, and getting Ancharrr is so good here. Again, Ancharrr is really good because it helps you cycle through your deck. Even having Crabrider on 2 sometimes is fine just to tempo it out. It really depends. Because you have 2 Crabriders and 2 charges in the deck, you can be really flexible with this combo. And there's a Murgle McGurgle. There's a few ways we can deal with this, and I think we're going to coin out the Warmaul Challenger. Coining out Warmaul here allows us to take off his minion with Divine Shield and develop a 1/6. 1/6s are hard to deal with, especially once they get buffed, and also corrupts our Stage Dive. And there's the Aldor Attendant. They are going to buff it this turn. Oh, no, they're going to play Shotbot. So I'm sorry. Again, haven't seen these games in a little bit, but Shotbot tells me that this is a pure Paladin, not a Libram Paladin, which is still hard to beat. They put a ton of stats on the board, especially they get like Blessing of Authority, but we are able to take out the Ancharrr we are to get down the Ancharrr and take out the Shotbot as well. Them hero powering here and not getting a whole bunch of stats on board with only giving +1/+1 is really very good for us. And there's the charge, so we are 2 pieces away from the combo. We can use our pieces, like I said though, we can use our pieces pretty liberally. I'm going to start with a Stage Dive and see if we get a Crab. These matches may be from when I had 2 Blood Boil Brutes in the deck, if I'm remembering correctly or incorrectly. And we'll get out down to Skyraider and just see what we get off of it. And the Parachute Brigand's fine, we can just play out a 2/2. There's no need to save it, especially if we're not doing anything else. So there's the second skipper. If we draw into a Battle Rage, that's awesome. And we have hand advantage right now for sure. We're going to drop a 2/5 with Taunt next turn. But it looks like we can just tempo out this Blood Boil Brute, which seems even better because it's a 7/8. I'm just kind of doing some counting here. If I can play the Skipper and the Sword Eater or something else and get down the Brute also. I don't think I can. No, I think I can. I think I can go Skipper into Crab into Blood Boil, clear off the 2/2, and then develop the Blood Boil Brute, which looks like Pass Sam did. Good job, Pass Sam. Oh yeah, Blood Boil Brute costs 1. That seems very good. I don't know why I traded there. I didn't need to, and it also disrupted my... it also made my Blood Boy Brute cost more. I think I traded there because if I didn't, it would just die anyways. I think that's something you would need to keep in mind in the future when you're discounting that Blood Boil Brute. And there's a Consecration, which does not take care of the 7/4. And a Argent Squire is going to take on a 7/2. And it's really nice because we can develop a taunt in the way of this, so this 7 damage can go face. And now we have the Skipper Armorsmith combo, which is great. We can draw 2 cards with Cutting Class, and there's the Battle Rage, which also sets up really nicely with the Skipper Armorsmith. And just we're gonna push a casual 10. Oh, I guess we're gonna. Past Sam is probably smarter than present Sam is. Trade into that makes it so it's an awkward trade into the 2/5. He will take damage, so getting a free trade. That said, seemed iffy, if I'm being honest. Pushing 10 just seems like a good thing to do. We should always be counting here. We just have to see how much damage we have with this Crabrider currently in hand. But we are going to clear the board and draw for 3. Right now, if we were to play Crabrider, whew, that's good. Right now, if we were to play Crabrider, though, say we didn't draw that Shield of Honor, we'd be making a... We'd be doing 14 damage. So that's something to be aware of. You don't need the whole combo or even copy Crabrider to win. So we're just kind of hoping here that they don't have the Libram of Hope, because that would put a major wrench in our plans. But there's Liadrin, and Liadrin does not say heal 8, summon an 8/8 with Taunt and Divine Shield. In fact, I'm pretty sure it says dead, because Crabrider plus the 6 plus the 3 is a total of 9, and we have 2 damage on board for a total of 20. So they're gonna do their little buff your minion thing, and we're gonna end the game, and we can even end it even better now with the double Shield of Honor. Really, no need to count. One thing to be aware of here is if Crabrider had 1 less health, we'd have to kill off the Skipper first, which I almost thought was gonna kill us, but it doesn't matter. Your order could matter, but we're just gonna push a casual 26 with this crab. But guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow with some Barrens videos. I am so excited. Take it easy. Peace.